quick story time. First, I want to start off by saying I am not just here to dance. I'm here to be a good YouTuber. I don't want y'all thinking that I'm just going to be here to be a slut and stuff like that. Because I dance for myself, and I like subscribers, of course, but I'm not just going to be dancing here for you guys. Because that's not why I want subscribers. I want to be an actual YouTuber. Okay, I'm just going to put that out. So, with everyone like, why aren't you dancing? Why aren't you dancing? Because I don't want to. I don't want to right now. I don't feel like I need to dance right now. Anyway, just put that out. I really don't want to be that one person that only gets YouTube subscribers because I dance. I want you guys to at least like me for who I am. But anyway, back to story time. So, today in class, I had chorus, right? And these, okay, I don't want to sound mean when I say this or anything, but these two white people, they were talking about police brutality and stuff like that, and how race isn't really a thing with police brutality. And I was like, who the fuck are you? And then they're over there, like, we just had this debate about racism, and I said to my friend, because she's white, and I was like, you have no business using the N-word. I don't even like using that, but, like, still. But I told her, you have no business using that. That's not your word to use. And, then she says, I can say it anytime, any place, as long as I have permission. And then, of course, all my friends who were people of color as well got very offended, and they got really mad. And we were all just like talking like, you can't do this stuff. And you can't say that. That's not your word to say. You can't just go around calling people that, especially if they're black. You can't just go around saying that. It's wrong. And I made a statement saying to her, you cannot be racist to white people, because you can't be racist to white people. You can be prejudiced towards them, but you cannot be racist towards them. They're already the majority of the group they can be racist towards us, but you can be prejudiced towards them, but not racist. That's just the thing. Look it up. You're not racist. There's a different definition from racist than it is for white people to, I've done my knowledge on this. I have people also help me, because me being black, I know it's difficult because we don't have as much opportunities and stuff like that. And as you see those police brutality stuff, and they always say things like, yeah, well, this guy was trying to get me. It was like the police officer will say that after they killed the guy, right? And but basically they were just talking about all that stuff, and I wasn't about racism, and I was like, what are you talking about yesterday? So then we got into this debate about, like, I don't even know how to explain how irritated it made me, because I was really trying to explain to them, no, you're wrong. This is not right of you. You can't use that word. This police brutality thing is about racism. You cannot be racist to white people. And I just kept going on. And then they wouldn't believe it. They're like, yes, you can be racist to white people. I'm like, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, I'm not saying all white people think this, but just a lot of white people think, well, you can't be racist to white people because we're racist to you, so you can't be racist to us. We can't use the N-word, but you use the C-word. And I'm like, when do you ever hear people really use that? You hear white people use the N-word all the time, and I'm just like, why? That's not your word. You can't use that. But, so it made everybody else, well, a group of people who were colored, very upset. And they went to go talk to a teacher that, our teacher was out of the classroom at a meeting. And they went just to go talk to her because it made them so upset. And, eventually, the teacher came back, and, she was just like, so Lauren, come here. And I was like, okay, Shelby, come here. And then she called, I don't remember the other girl's name, but she called her over there, and she was like, so what's happening? And then we were just explaining, we were having a debate about racism and stuff like that. And then my teacher called everybody else over there, and, they were explaining what happened. And of course, my friend who was white, was like, they're like, oh man, I know I did bad. She's like, I don't want to be counted as racist, but like when you do racist things, people are going to count you as racist. Like whether you know that you're doing it or not, which I'm pretty sure you do know when you're doing something racist. You're still doing something racist. People are going to see it and they're going to be like, oh, that girl's racist. So just don't do anything that's racist. That's it. Just don't do it and you won't be counted as racist. And, but everyone's like, well, you said that you could use the N-word anytime you want. And then my teacher's, of course, like, you know, I can't use that word because she's white too. And she doesn't like using the word anyway. But just in general, she knows especially that white people can't use it. I know I sound really mean by saying white people, but I'm not wrong about this. I have nothing against white people, but, like, I'm just saying they don't understand the struggles it is for us. Like, it is so, they get, I don't know, I can't explain it, but people like that just bother me, who don't even see, like, they don't see our side. I mean, of course they're not going to be able to technically feel what we're like, how we're discriminated towards, and stuff like that, but they could at least realize it, and instead of going against what's happening, they could actually talk about it and agree a little bit about what we feel, because it's so much more difficult for us to get jobs, to get people, like, just, you know, it's so difficult, and people just don't realize that. And I don't want to just put out mainly white people, but it's not racist, because you can't be racist to white people, but, I mean, prejudice, yes. Racist, no. Look it up. If you don't believe me, then I guess you don't have to believe me, but this is, if you're white and you don't think that, then you should go do some research, and it'll make us all feel better instead of you judging us over something stupid. So anyway, that's story time.